welcome back to another vlog. I want to do a little bit of an expectation versus reality vlog of being a professional pickleball player. What made me think of this is the last couple of days, the amount of work, time, and just like energy I have put into pickleball has been crazy. And I think a lot of people have this, misconception of what it is sometimes to not have a real desk job and to play pickleball all day. Well, everyone's story is a little different. So I wanted to give you a little insight into my experience with being a professional pickleball player and all these little barriers that you need to overcome. The other thing I've realized is pickleball is my job. I don't necessarily get paid to do it, yet I'm paying to do it. Normally when you work, you get paid and you use that money on expenses. It's different. So that's one thing that's really hard about pickleball is unless you're a top 5 player, you're not making a lot of money. Unless it's coming from sponsorships, it's quite hard. So you definitely got to put in a lot of work and your own money and all your time just to get to that next level so it all pays off. But I'm willing to make this sacrifice, and when I want something, I want it, and I want to make this work, and so I'm just going to have to figure out how to make it work. And that's what we're doing. So I want to start with expectation versus reality when I started pickleball versus what it is for me now. So when I started pickleball, I had no intentions of becoming a professional, of quitting my job and being where I am today. I started pickleball to make friends. I needed to try a new sport. I wanted something active to keep me busy. And so I started pickleball. Jokingly, I'd be like, okay, one day I'm gonna play pro. But that was never an expectation I kind of put on myself or a standard that I knew I had to live up to. And it was something that just kind of slowly built over time. And when I got to a certain level of wanting to play pro, I just decided to throw myself in there. So I just went to my first pro tournament. I'd only been playing a couple of months, but I just wanted to dive right in. And I didn't have the worst results. I wasn't the worst player there. So that's kind of, I think, what showed me I could put the time into becoming a better player, and I could commit myself to this sport. And I feel like I have this background of racket sports that helps get me to where I am in this new sport right now. And that's helped me a lot, as well as my athleticism. And so the one thing I was trying to hold on to, and I still am, is this mental side of, I don't want to put this pressure on myself to maintain certain results or beat certain players or put the pressure on myself that I can't lose to certain players. I want to enjoy it. And within the last couple of months, I think because it took a swap from a hobby, a passion, to this is now my career, it's taken a bit of a change of, there is this expectation and pressure that I have now for myself, and this standard that I need to be better, I need to do better, I need to get results, I need to start winning, because I've been putting so much time into it that it almost feels like I'm cheating myself if I'm not getting better, And I've taken this little switch now of, I need to do better in the sport because this is my job, this is what's gonna pay my bills. I quit my day job and I want to do the best that I can. And so with that being said, I've learned that it is very expensive to play professional pickleball, and a lot of people could agree with this, especially upcoming pros. It is very expensive. An entry fee for a pro event, so I play singles, mixed doubles, and women's doubles. That's 3 events in one weekend over 3 days. The entry fee is $575 US. That's crazy. That's just an entry fee. That doesn't even consider my flights, which are anywhere from $200 to $600. And then an accommodation, so a hotel, an Airbnb, trying to find players to live with while I'm at these tournaments to help bring down the expense of the trip. And so for like one single pro tournament over 3 days, you're looking at spending, I don't know, maybe like $1,000 to $1,500 depending how you do it. That's a lot of money. Like my rent is that much, and that's the other thing. At the end of the day, I still have my everyday expenses I have to pay, along with all these tournaments that I need to play because I want to build up a ranking. I want to build up this respect from other players so I can start partnering, so I can get this experience in the game, so I can get better. And it's not cheap. And that's just tournaments. That it isn't even like the training. If you want to coach, if you want to do work in the gym with a trainer, if you need all the rehab, especially the equipment. When you just start the sport, these paddles are expensive. They're not cheap. So when I started getting like free equipment, that was huge. That was a huge saving in itself. But still, there's still a lot of money that I've been spending on this sport. And the other thing people don't understand is these tournament days are long. You are literally out playing pickleball from anywhere from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. Yesterday, I was in just a local tournament. I just wanted to get some match play in. The entry fee is $140. And I was on court. I was outside from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. literally playing a match back to back to back. Like no breaks, no stops. My shoulders were burnt. I felt fatigued. I felt the emotions of, and like the adrenaline and the nerves from every single game, along with like a lack of food in my body. So I was like feeling all like shaky and tingly. It was kind of weird, but it was exhausting. I got home, the bottoms of my feet were like, they've never been so sore. I like barely could walk. My lower back was aching, and I don't mean to complain. I'm not. I mean, that's what you gotta do as an athlete. But I'm just trying to like show you it's not as simple as it may seem. And then my weekdays, it's like I'm trying to be on court twice a day, along with being in the gym once a day, doing everything else I need to do, and still trying to enjoy the sport without overdoing it. Because there definitely is this thing called burnout exists. I had it happen to me in squash. Like the sport I loved, this passion inside of me, it almost felt like it died for a little. And I didn't know what I was doing. And with pickleball, there's times where I'm like, I have to go to court and like get and start drilling, and I don't want to. And I don't want to feel that way. I want to enjoy the sport. I want to feel like I never want to get off the court. So it's one thing. It's kind of this balancing act of finding a happy medium between training, life, everything that you're doing. And I think I'm doing a good job, but sometimes you just have to like reassess where you're at, how far you've come, and what your goals are, and make sure that you don't lose the passion you first had when you started. So it's not easy being a pro pickleball player. As fun as it may seem and as luxurious, there's a lot of stress that comes with it too. So I think I'm going to continue to be exposed to that as the weeks, months go by in the sport. But yeah, so thanks for listening to me, my little rant about being a professional pickleball player and everything that you got to do. And that goes for everything in life. It takes time, effort. You have your highs and your lows. That's just what it is. So you got to embrace all of it. You got to make the most of it. You got to figure out how to adapt and just kind of excel wherever you are. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.